Hey guys, it's Courtney with Fit. I hope you're doing well today. Today I wanted to talk about my experience in 2017. Um, in 2017, Dwayne and I decided to change fertility specialist. And so we had gone through a series of tests and one of the things that we had decided to do for us was to have for me to have a surgery to help with remove some of my endometriosis. And during that surgery, um, I was a little nervous because I had had this surgery before, and I remember, you know, that they said they had removed some of the endometriosis as well as some cysts. And so the plan was after that surgery that once my cycle came on, I was supposed to call the nurse and start the process to start this new fertility treatment that we were going to do because the other fertility treatments up until that point had not worked. And so I called the nurse to do my baseline, came in doing the ultrasound. And the ultrasound, they just kind of go in and look at your ovaries and some other stuff, I don't really know. But in order for you to be able to continue in the surgery, you can't have a cyst that is larger than your ovary. And so going into that appointment, I was excited. I just kind of felt like um, this is it, you know, this should be the best time for me to be able to get pregnant because I'm cleaned out. So that appointment, the nurse, she said, I'm sorry to tell you this, but you have a cyst on your ovary, and I can't remember what size she said, but it was larger than my ovary. And I was shocked and at a loss for words because it's like, wait a minute, I just went through this 2 weeks ago. I just went through a surgery 2 weeks ago for this. Like y'all said, y'all removed cysts and this, that, and the other, and you telling me that that I can't do my treatment. I can't even continue the treatment because of a cyst. And I had called Dwayne. I was crying. Called Dwayne. I called my dad. I called my mama. I called all my other support people that I consider part of my support system, and I think we were all at a loss for words because I think we all felt like this was it, that it was about to happen for us, and it didn't. I remember going to church that night to Bible study, and I barely made it through it, and I just remember trying to get the words out to tell my aunt what was going on, and I couldn't. I just was bawling on her shoulders. And I know that people say you shouldn't ask why, but I was just like, God, why me? Like I feel like I'm doing everything that I'm supposed to be doing. Done a lot of self-exam evaluations as far as looking inside, trying to make sure that I was bettering myself. I had gotten more, involved in the church and doing what I felt, everything that I could do to make sure that I was living for Him, and I still was disappointed. I was still hurt, and for me, at that point, people were still, I still had friends who were getting pregnant, and it was just like, why not? Why me? Why me? Like, why am I having so much trouble? And I remember God telling me, He was like, why not you? And I just remember in that moment, just being quiet and just listening and being still and trying to process everything. And one thing about it is I ended up getting a peace, even though I was disappointed. I was hurt. I was devastated. A peace came over me, and knowing that it was going to happen. It just wasn't going to happen right then. And people always talk about how God's timing is perfect, and it'll all happen at the perfect time. And at that time, I'll be honest with you, I did not want to hear that. I didn't care about no God's timing, Courtney's timing, Dwayne's timing. I just wanted it to happen right then, and I just didn't understand why. And so, I encourage you today, whatever disappointments that you have faced, whatever challenges that you're facing, just know that you are strong. You're strong enough to face it, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. God is not going to ever give you more than you can bear. Sometimes when you look at other people, even in the Bible, who had to wait, the blessing was so much greater. And so I just challenge you today to stay encouraged and know that it's not going to always be like this, that God will give you a peace, even in the midst of not understanding. He will still give you a peace. Have a great day.